Do you remember the passport bros? Now, the passport sees these are women going overseas to go after American men that have gone overseas. They feel like they could get these men, but let's watch this video, guys. This video is from Distro Reborn.
Dating here as an American is honestly quite difficult. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's definitely not as easy as the expat men. Here, women put men on a pedestal, especially foreign men, right? But the men here, if you're a 2 even, you could get a 10. It's like dating is just so easy for men here. It's honestly ridiculous.
Here, my brothers, you have just witnessed the exact moment a woman realizes that she deserves less. And just like an Italian female boxer, she has come to the conclusion that she cannot compete with a man. Yeah, think about that one for a second. Look, let's be frank for a second. No sense ducking the truth. An American woman is about as valuable to foreign men as snowblowers are to Nigerians. I mean, what exactly would a man in Thailand want an American woman for?
These men have every excuse in the book. They want you to cook and to clean like you're a damn slave or an assistant. That's why they got hands and restaurant for people that can do it for themselves.
Your man comes home and he's hungry. Would you wake up and make him a meal?
No.
Hell no, he can buy his own shit.
Be independent.
No, he makes me a meal. What the fuck?
The way she's speaking, as if she pays the goddamn bills.
Look, let's be honest. The men abroad just want to take these women out for a test drive. See how soft the leather is. While you are lying to women abroad, telling them that you're in the process of moving there. Now come on, don't look at me like that. You know we've all sold a dream to a foreign woman at least once. American women, however, are chasing the dream of being taken seriously. Still trying to escape situationship purgatory. And just like us, foreign men only see American women as for recreational usage as well. For example.
Ladies, if you've ever traveled anywhere new before, and let's say you meet a really cute guy and he takes you out on the town, he takes you on a date, and it feels like the most amazing time ever, and then you get back to your home country and you don't hear from him. He ghosts you. And you're like, what the fuck happened? Listen up.
He was just having fun, but let's listen what she gotta say. Come on, it's interesting.
You have to remember that when you're traveling to a new place, everything to you is new. You're seeing things for the first time through fresh eyes, and everything is going to feel more heightened. And so when you find somebody, a man in this case, that you're like, oh my God, he's so cute. And he takes you out on dates and he's showing you all of the things and he has an accent and whatnot. And maybe it's something that you're not used to. You might be thinking oh my God, I found the one. Oh, maybe I could move here, right? But you have to remember that for him, it is literally just like another Tuesday, okay? He's going to do the same thing with another bitch on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, okay? And Saturday and Sunday. There's no rest for the wicked. I've traveled a bunch. I live in New York now, but I used to live in London. I've dated a lot in London, and I've dated guys from literally so many other countries.
AKA, she's been ran through. She has a PhD in ran-throughology. Right now, she's walking around New York City with exotic bacteria inside of her fallopian tubes that science has not even discovered yet. Here, she will guide aspiring passport sisters on how to emotionally detach and compartmentalize the reality. To some foreign men, American women are no different than a PlayStation controller. Simply something to be played with.
You need to use discernment. You also just need to be careful. Always be skeptical and careful. Protect your heart, obviously, but just enjoy the moment that you're in. And if it's meant to be, it'll be, okay? I think just accept and be happy with the time and experiences that you've experienced in that place and or with that person, and try to look back on it fondly. I made a video a couple days ago about how I was like, I know my husband is not going to be American. And, there were some women on there who were like, oh, like, I traveled and I never got that, or I did, but he never, like, messaged me back after, like, whatever the case may be. Don't let that get you down. Just, you really have to.
You really have to be delusional. Don't worry about all the bodies you're adding up. And don't worry about all the therapy and Xanax you're gonna have to swallow in the future. Just don't worry. Your husband is waiting for you because you deserve it.
I know my husband is not going to be American.
Oh man, she's still hopeful, I guess, that she's gonna find somebody. You travel from one country to the other as a woman, you think men in that area will take you seriously? Already you have so much exposure because somebody knows, these men know that for you to travel from one place to the other, it's not the first time you're doing it. Even if it's the first time, but still, in my mind, I'll be like, I can keep this one. We'll have fun, but there's no way that you'll be kept. So there's no way somebody will take you seriously. You can't be taken seriously. Why? Because that man won't want to risk. Reputation-wise, there's so much at stake for him. He doesn't want to risk a divorce. He doesn't want to risk his children taken from him because you've decided to go back to your own country. So when you find a non-American, you think or you are feeling that you're gonna get in there? Oh man, I wish if it was that easy, you know? And oh. But anyway, let's entertain our delusions.
She says her husband won't be an American man, but she didn't get the memo that the marketplace has rejected her goods, just as men on 3 other continents have. Passport sisters are leaving America and jumping on planes to be mistresses and sidekicks. How pathetic is that? For example,
saw one guy yesterday who I've spoken to previously and just didn't think was serious, and he asked me on a breakfast date. So he's on his way to pick me up. I'm keeping the fit super simple, super casual, because it's just a breakfast date. And he literally asked me out this morning when I woke up, and I was just like, okay, cool, let me get in the shower and let's go. So we've both been out the night before, and I'd said I wanted like a full English. So he found this place on TikTok which did an all-day breakfast, which wasn't one of those like horrible all-you-can-eat places. The place called The Sum of Us, and it was in Trade Center. And we both ordered a full English. It was okay, nothing like to write home about.
So up until this point, everything was going well. We were just like busting jokes, running banter. And then he proceeds to tell me that he was married. And you can see the shock on my face. Look at me. I said, huh? Obviously, I won't be seeing him again. And I feel like we're no longer on talking terms.
Meanwhile,
Can we just talk about dating in Asia as an expat? I've been pretty open and honest on here about me getting laid off from my full-time tech job last year, and I'm going through a midlife crisis where I sold everything I owned, rented out my condo, and moved to Thailand.
you're still a failure.
Dating here as a American Asian is honestly quite difficult. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's definitely not as easy as the expat men. Here, women put men on a pedestal, especially foreign men, right? Because foreign men tend to be more successful, like they're the entrepreneur type, and they can provide a lot of women here with a lifestyle that they would like to have.
Yes, passport bros increase the quality of life for women, while American women just increase the cost of living for foreign men. Taking on an American woman or a passport sister is like begging the bank to increase your interest rate. However, for the blue book wielders, with every deep stroke you add value to a foreign woman. And this is why they want you to, drizzle your white truffle sauce all over their face. In the real world, we see the woman is the prize argument fall to its knees. But carry on.
A lot of the women here are very beautiful, especially with the help of plastic surgery, Botox, cosmetics, filler, and all of that. And it's quite affordable here to get those, so everyone does it. And so I'm not trying to be mean, but if you're a 5, as a male here in Western cultures, you could probably get typical, I'm just talking about on average, right? You would date someone that's also a 5, maybe a 6, maybe a 7, right? But the men here, if you're a 2 even, you could get a 10. It's like dating is just so easy for men here. It's honestly ridiculous. Obviously, I do empathize with the fact that, you know, not all women's intentions could be pure, in the sense like, yeah, they might be dating you because you have a certain amount of money and things like that, but it is what it is.
Yes, exactly. It is what it is. Except that most Western women only date for money as well. As a matter of fact, they brag about it.
Why did you and your ex break up?
I got my dream job and I said bye.
So you got your dream job and you said bye?
Yeah.
I wouldn't date a man that makes less than $100,000 a month.
Damn. Well, I guess, damn.
That just went so deep that he had to repeat himself like that. And I think they do it for the money. Everywhere they do it for the money. But you find that there's one group of people that ask for so much money, but yet their standards or the way they lead their lives, they sort of don't deserve it. Because why would a high value man, somebody that's making so much money, settle for somebody with a higher body count? You'd rather go for somebody that has a lower body count, you know, because you have options. So she can argue all she wants and say all that, but like, or say these foreign women, they are doing it for the sake of the money. Yes, they are doing it for the sake of the money, and they also have purity. They also have certain standards. You know, they are not as exposed. You know, they are not for the streets. So, what would you pick? Somebody that wants you for your money, that has racked up a body count, somebody that will talk back at you and nag at you for no reason, and somebody that is likely to divorce you in the next 4 years of marriage? Or you may be somebody that's traditional, somebody that's nurturing, somebody that will give you as many children as you want, somebody that will respect you, somebody who won't just talk and nag at you, somebody that will support you. I mean, if you had the choice, what would you pick? So it answers the question.
And that's difficult for as an expat woman, is because I'm not rich, and I also am not like, I don't look like the typical Asian woman, right? Like in Western cultures, it's all about being strong and independent.
I don't need no man.
Health and wellness is very prominent. Like every girl lift weights. Like the beauty standard in Western is like all about having a butt, legs, you know, muscles and whatnot.
Yeah, she basically just described the man.
I say, fire burn that rascal.
Now, do you understand how mixed up in the head these modern women are? It's like saying the beauty standard for American men is Billy Porter. Why would heterosexual men elevate female beauty based on traits like strength, independence, and muscularity? This is why foreign women are running circles around them. It further underscores that American women thrive only in environments where the mindset of foreign women is absent. Bars.
And here are also the very entrepreneur type. So they really like having their women as like a homemaker, very gentle, very just go with the flow, very docile, kind of agreeable.